Hey, I'm McGhee with YETicket.com. I'm here with Steve with MovieNight.net. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. How are you today, Al?
Oh, I'm good too. I'm feeling great, looking great, feeling good. Well, we're going to talk about this new movie that's coming out called Send Help. And, this stars Rachel McAdams. She's in this. But I really liked about this is the director, Sam Raimi, because, he did a couple of other psychological horror thrillers before, which I really enjoyed. And also, and this is Dylan O'Brien, too. He plays her boss of the company. And you know what happens. They have a plane crash, blah, blah, blah. But, instead of getting into all that, Steve, what is your take on this film? Send Help.
Well, like I said, this is Sam Raimi. The guy who did Evil Dead, Drag Me to Hell. Like, he's a horror master. So, this is up his. Even though he didn't write this one, this is right up his alley. I would describe this film. Think 9 to 5 meets Castaway, and and that's what Send Help is. Because this guy, her boss is like a real piece of work. Treats her horribly. He's actually getting ready to fire her because he doesn't like her appearance. Doesn't like how she's, even though she's like the most qualified person in the office. And takes her on this plane trip where he's basically going to just like use her one more time. But it said the plane crashes and only she and he are the survivors. They're on this deserted island, and she has all these like survivor skills, and he has nothing. And even though he still thinks he's a boss of her, he gets a nice little, nah, you're not the boss of me no more because I'm the boss out here, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
And then you
exactly.
yeah, and they get a little bit of a cat and mouse thing going on. There's a little bit of a power struggle, and there's some scares in the beginning. The plane crash scene. There's some gnarly stuff going on there. There's some jump scares in that movie. There's one jump scare in this movie that's going to get the whole theater going for sure. So I think Raimi's direction. This is one of those movies where if it was directed by someone else, even with the same cast, it could have been not as good as it is. And so like this is one of the times where the director can make all the difference in the world.
Well, not only that, it also made it believable to me. I really felt that they were really on an island, that they really was deserted and things like that. And also, Sam Raimi also made me believe that, that they had to deal with each other. That's what I liked about this film, Send Help. And it didn't have a lot of gimmicks, like 3D and all that stuff. And it was just a raw film of these people being cast away. And another thing I like about this film, too, the writers, what they did to this film, well, it was like cathartic for them to get to understand, well, each other. Where did they come from? And things like that. And also get them to really talk to each other. And let me tell you another thing I like too. I mean, I hate to give this away. Uh, there was no sex in this, and I like that part
Yes,
because it really shows that they're really humans and that they were trying to respect themselves. And I really like that part about this film, Send Help. And I felt the acting was totally believable. I thought the actors did a very good job with making me believe that they're on an island. And man, I tell you, that Dylan O'Brien and Rachel McAdams did a great job with this film. And I really enjoyed that.
no, they're both good actors, and yes, casting was again. This is one of the things where if one thing's wrong, actually, we had the right director. If it wasn't like if it was some other like maybe an unknown actress or actor, and they're not up to snuff, this movie could have stunk. This movie could have if you had the wrong cast. This movie's like, oh god, now this was so hard to sit through kind of movie. But no,
Yeah.
but of course, someone like a trick like Sam Raimi is not going to do anything except for the right cast, or otherwise he walks away. So and actually, I think just a quick note. I think according to the poster, there are 3D showings for this, but just let anyone watching this movie worth seeing, yes. Worth to see, pay more money to see it in 3D. Nah, you don't want
No.
to do that. No, I mean, we didn't see it in 3D, but I can see no benefit of seeing it in 3D at all.
Yeah. I don't. I can't see the benefit of that well, like I said, that's really nothing extra, like with 3D focus or 3D effects and things like that to make the picture any better. Uh, the way it is, the way we saw it, the picture was very good.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, yeah, I mean, Remy's a great director. I mean, and sometimes he just the way he just shoots a scene, like he can go, hey man, smell something, and all of a sudden you get a real like right up to someone's nose, and he just like, but the way he shoots it, it just makes it more of a scene, even when it's like a mundane scene like that. He knows how to make it more than it normally would be.
Yeah. And another thing about this film, too, is how it made it believable to me was that this has happened and it can happen. That's one thing, again, something else I like about this film. Well, I'm going to rate this three palm trees out of four.
I'm
I'm
right there
not
with you,
giving it a
Al.
four. I'm not giving it a four because no film is perfect. But this came close, but I'm still giving it three palm trees out of four.
And I'm giving it three swords out of four. You know, it's not perfect. I mean, the movie's almost 2 hours, and they maybe and sometimes it could be like okay, it could drag a little bit here and there as they're just out there in the living day by day. I mean, some scenes are really fun, like when she's hunting a boar, but other scenes are just sort of like laying back on the beach and just like, all right, really not what's going on here. Maybe you can cut 5, 10 minutes out. So yeah, but yeah, definitely three swords out of four. I mean, if you're a Sam Raimi fan, you will not walk away disappointed. Um, well, mostly, of course, a lot of movies in January are usually not that good, but this movie, which is like sort of closing out January, ends the month on a better note.
Exactly. All right. Well, Steve, thank you for coming here, movienight.net, for reviewing Send Help. I really enjoyed it. Thanks.
Thank you, Al.